We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jakari for Twisted Nightmare Gaming and Ellen and the Little Nightmare Network. And as you see, I did start making Genesys decks. I'm gonna start with Regenesis. Ironically enough, I'm Regenesis for Genesys format. 100-point cap. This deck happens to be 99 points. There's 0 points in the extra deck. All of the points are in the main. You probably can figure it out if you just look at what cards up here, but I'll explain it. So, you guys know I play Regenesis in mainline TCG anyways, but I had to adapt the list simply because of the 100-point cap. It was either I could actually realistically can cut the two Ecclesias, but I don't necessarily need the extra deck. Hence the reason why the two Fleur-de-Lis are in here, the two Ecclesias, the two Quims, and the Cartesia. But that's also because those are the two Quims, the Cartesia, and obviously the Ghost Bells are actually the tuners in the deck. So if you want to go into the extra deck for tuner access, you can. For synchro access, you can. I don't play many synchros. I play a lot more fusions and exceeds in this format, which is what it's designed to do because, links and pendulums are banned. So, just a quick breakdown. 3 Archfiend, standard for Regenesis. Which one is that? That is 2 Dragon, 2 Lord, 2 Sage, 2 Warrior. I didn't want to max out on all the Regenesis names because I've done that before and it ends up very bad. In all actuality, the only reason why I'm not playing one Lord, one Overlord is technically I made this before Neuron updated to have Overlord in the database. Same thing with Dogmatic Fleur-de-Lis, the Thunderbolt. Because actually, I'd be doing 1-in-1 of that in regular Fleur-de-Lis. So, if you want, you can just imagine instead of 2 Lord, it's 1 Lord, 1 Overlord. But 2 Sage, I'm keeping in. 2 Warrior, 2 Dragon. Makes sense. So, I have 11 Regenesis monsters. A lot of duplicates, obviously, because there's not a lot of Regenesis monsters. Small Dogmatica package. Actually, slightly larger than most. So you see the 2 Ecclesias, the 2 Fleur-de-Lis, but that's 1-in-1. It's 1 Fleur-de-Lis, one Fleur-de-Lis, the Thunderbolt, 2 Quim, 2 Ecclesia, 2 and 1 Cartesia. Again, it's for synchro access, and if you count up how many actual spellcasters are in the deck, in the main, then you technically can realize who's in the extra deck. Yes, folks, it's 2025 and I'm still out here playing this one. Yep, this is it. Quintet Magician. But we'll get to the extra deck in a minute. We played Mr. 0 Point as a hand trap, aka DD Crow, and Ghost Bell. Since Regenesis is the only Regenesis card on the points list, I can't max out and still play hand traps because 3 Regenesis equals 99 points. So if you go count up everything, I'm at 99, which is the funniest part about all of this, because the Ecclesias, Cartesia, and the 2 Quims are all 3 points apiece. So that's 15. The 3 bells are 15. So we're sitting at, I thought I was running 3 Ecclesias, but okay, I erred on the side of caution and only played 2, which I'm actually kind of happy about that. So I'm actually at 66 points. Because that's 15, these are 15, and then that's 66. So that's 30 and 66, that's 96. It's 4 points floating. Like, if you want to play a single solitary board wipe, monster-wise, you can play Dark Hole. You don't have to. It doesn't make sense to. That's why I actually took it out. But if you want to replace stuff to put it in, you could take out 1 command and really either the Dogmatica Encounter or the Dogmatica Punishment. Again, you don't need your extra deck, but it is there as a resource. You don't tend to actually summon from the extra deck. And let's be real, when I built original Regenesis, I only really went into Shangri-Era because I was playing Cash, and I can't play Cash in this deck now. And what was the other one that I was playing? Oh yeah, I don't have Maximus in here because I don't want to keep having to send 2 every turn. So that's why I didn't put Maximus in. But the other one was Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. That was the other monster I was going into the extra deck a lot for. But 3 code, 1 cycle, 3 of the 0 point Dark Ruler, 3 Regenesis Birth, 2 command. And this would be the reason why I would play the Thunderbolt, is because I can set any one of these Dogmatica traps. So moving to the extra deck, I play 1 Granganol, 2 Titanic Lad. Again, they are punishment targets. Technically, if that's the case, so is Quintet Magician being the largest monster in the extra deck. Technically, everybody's 25 at a minimum. I think Felgrin is 3K, but everybody else is like 25. 25, 35, 3K, 45, 25, 25, 25, 3K, 25, 25, yeah. And then 24 for Redoer. Again, extra deck is subject to change. It's not necessarily the extra deck of the ages. It's there to serve a point. If I gotta push for damage, then realistically we're going in. If I can get in the quintet, get in the quintet. Because there are a couple of 7s and my biggest tuners are 4s, I could always just go summon a Quim and use Sage, or I believe it's Warrior. Yeah, it's Sage and Warrior that are the 7s. So, okay, 7 and 4 is 11. I can go Psychic and Punisher. I can also go either Dragon, Archfiend, or Fleur-de-Lis and use Ghost Bell and go into Psychic and Punisher that way. And then same thing with the 7s and 3s, using either one of the 2 7s and the Ghost Bell and go into Qing Ying. That's why it's in there. But again, the deck is really just meant to If I have to push for damage, I can push for damage. It is a jack of a lot of trades deck. It's not a jack of all trades. There are certain things it can't really do. I'm not expecting to really be hurt as much by Purge and Impulse like it was in regular TCG. Ash is viable, so Ash does hurt. In all actuality, Droll does hurt to an extent. Seeing as how you do a lot more setting than you do searching, it doesn't hurt as much as me playing the cash variant like I did in TCG. Then again, I was also playing Bestials in there too, so I was just getting drolled out of my eyeballs in that deck. This one is a lot more resilient to Droll. I can really only be drolled after adding off of Regenesis or off of Archfiend. And off of Ecclesia. That's it. That's actually it. Yeah, that's really it. Because Titaniclad, I can summon or add to hand. So if I'm under draw, it just summons whatever monster I put. I could have put Despy and Lulu Willith in here. I kind of just chose not to. That was the other monster that I thought about but changed my mind against. Even though I can get into 12 very easily. Which if that's the case, I can also play Final Sigma. But folks, just me rambling for a couple of minutes talking about Regenesis and Genesis format. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell for all future notifications. It's been your boy Jakari for Twisted Nami Gaming. Catch you guys on the next one.